Hi and welcome back to another episode of Gohan Talks Digital. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about something that I've been amazed at the fact that this concept exists, that is live streaming, and I'm going to be talking about that. And there is also this thing where there is a scam that is going on like live streaming apps that they claim to be real people, but it is not. And I'm going to touch upon that in the end of this video. But before that, we'll see how live streaming has come into play and how people are using it right now. So initially, if you think about live streaming, it was particularly in the media, and the TV channels were reporting news live, and they were using satellites to like show you the real-time events in terms of emergency, in terms of disasters. Reporters went all the way to capture the like the toughest moments and the hardest parts that they like spent most of the time working on it. But as technology improved and social media like YouTube and Facebook came into play, it became very easier. So YouTube in 2010 live streamed one of Barack Obama's address of like something political, and it was one of the biggest live streams that YouTube platform has seen. And after that, Facebook slowly launched its own kind of live streaming platform where you can go live on your profile itself, and it came after 2016 because I think a lot of smartphones evolved in such a way that the cameras get better, and like the internet getting better in a lot of places, and this led Facebook to try out in a whole lot of population rather than just trying out in a single area where the internet and the smartphones are higher and the economic status of the people differ from place to place. And in 2016, this kind of arrived at a median, and a lot of people had access to smartphones, and this changed a lot of things for the brand. So in 2013, Periscope was an app that was technically to be used for live streaming, and it was later acquired by Twitter, and it shut down the concept, and it launched videos of its own, and this is not actually available right now. So I want to talk about a fact where one of the live streams that really went viral on Facebook. So Facebook had this live feature for a long time, and not a lot of people were using it because it was not technically connecting with anyone. So once there was a video by a person called Chewbacca Mom. So this is a person who randomly went online, and she went live with the Chewbacca mask, which is a reference from Star Wars, and she went live and she just started using it, and the mask will give rise to a Chewbacca sound. So she started doing it, and she starts to laugh. So immediately in 1 hour of her live video, she got around 50,000 views. And she was amazed at the fact that she didn't know 50,000 people. So she was very crazily amazed at the fact that this video has reached 50,000 people. And after that, in 2 hours and 3 hours, she reached around 1 million, 2 million. And the next few days, her video reached the milestone mark of 164 million views. And this video was technically famous because she was doing it live, and a lot of people were watching her live from their home or their work or wherever place they were. And Mark Zuckerberg actually invited Chewbacca Mom to Facebook's headquarters, and they celebrated the concept that Facebook Live got a lot of attention after this incident. And right now, Instagram has this live feature, and a lot of people are using it. And particularly during this lockdown, a lot of celebrities are going live like every day, and a lot of people are doing combined lives, and which is actually giving them a lot of engagement because people want to see their favorite actors and celebrities do stuff and talk to them in form of engagement. And celebrities are making use of their personal brand to connect with the audience, and they are also using it to while away their time. And it's very good because people want to connect with their stars and their celebrities live. So this live platform has given a way and paved the path for that. And one of the biggest things that live streaming has given to the market or the advertisers is the gaming industry. So this is my shot at drawing a controller, and this is my shot at drawing a live icon. I don't know, this is a record icon, right? But I don't know, live is mostly denoted by LIV, but I don't know, bear with me on that one. And so gaming actually put a really big impact in live streaming because gamers started to stream, and a lot of people who could not afford PCs or could not actually play the game themselves started watching other people play. So Twitch, DLive, and Mixer is actually owned by Microsoft. Right now they have shut down Mixer, and they have integrated with Facebook Gaming. Facebook Gaming has gotten really better in the last few days, and since people are not using Facebook right now, they don't understand how powerful this is. You can actually monetize your videos here, you can earn money through this. which is a whole different topic. And Twitch is owned by Amazon, and it is also one of the things that propelled gamers to go live and like stream to their fans, and they are making money like more than ever. And coming to this LiveU and Gaga, so these two apps, I have been seeing ads for them for a long time in other apps which have ads. And this app always promotes like saying a girl and guy talking, and you can make new friends, and the ads are always cheesy. So I decided to download this Gaga app once, and I wanted to see how this app worked. So this app technically entirely had fake profiles. So I went in as a guy, and there were a lot of girls photos inside, and once you click on it, you are immediately open to chat. And I have never seen like 20 people text me first on any of the apps that I've used since 2006. And this app lets you talk to a girl, and it is an automated message. The girls say stuff like, do I look sexy to you? I want to talk dirty to you. And they'll send automated voice notes saying, are you there or not? And I will not be able to reply to them, and it will be something like, do you want to talk to me or not? And there'll be questions in Hindi, so yes or no. If I click on yes, the message will go, and that person on the other end will say, I'm waiting for you. And once I try to text them, it will say you have to pay a monthly fee of so much to like talk to me. And this live streaming tells you that you can actually talk to live people. So when I was in connect with one of the calls, one of the people on the conversation, there was a live call with a fake person with a pre-recorded message, and it had a timer. And this timer will be like, this call will end in 5 seconds. So this person was not even looking at me. It was pre-recorded call, and it was like, hi, how are you, and stuff like that. And after 5 seconds, this call ended. And after that, the app started saying that if you pay like enough money, I'll let you talk to the person. But it was pure scam, and it was targeted to people who are new to the internet and who don't know much about how like business models and revenue models for these apps work. And they are making huge bucks out of this, and they are scamming a lot of people. And I think live streaming is one of the platforms which is going to be really big in the next 5 years, and people are going to be streaming like literally everything. Right now we see vlogs and everything. You might have seen a movie called Now I See You, where people started doing reality shows from actual people. So it's kind of like Big Boss and Big Brother, and people will want to see more of lifestyle and life with live features from you, and that is how the future is going to be. So I think I just wanted to like give you a brief about what I feel about live streaming and how it's going to change our lives in the future, because a lot of vloggers who are doing vlogs right now with editing will be going live in the future with no kind of editing, and being the true authentic themselves without having to edit any of their part of life forever. So I think that is what I wanted to talk to you today. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you again in another one. Until then, this is Guhan signing off. Take care. Bye bye.